Hello and welcome to this webinar by the ILO Global Business and Disability Network. Today is on Care to Compete, Corporate Policies and Practices on Care and Support for Employees with Disabilities and Employees with Dependents with Disabilities.
Now, when it comes to the topic of caregiver support, we have implemented some specific measures that are available to all employees globally to make sure that they can really take care of their loved one being with a disability or a health condition. So this means, for instance, offering up to 5 days of additional paid leaves for caregivers, or in most often those days are taken through half days. So on the full year, it means 10 half days of fully paid leaves. I know that in some regions, this may sound like, okay, for instance, in France, we have a very generous social security system. So this may sound a bit, odd or obvious, but I can tell you that when you apply this globally, it's a real benefit for people who have caregiving responsibilities. We, of course, also offer flexible work arrangements, meaning, for instance, remote work options from the home of the person who needs to receive specific caregiver support.
And employees who are part of those ENGs, of course, they bring the professional knowledge, the expertise, but most of all, they bring personal insights and the personal perspective that shapes the way we think about inclusion. And this culture of inclusion and accessibility really benefits everyone. And it's not only about creating subtitles or flexible work arrangement for a limited group of people. These benefit more than just the intended group, right? If we have those inclusive solutions in place, then everyone benefits, and the positive environment that is created is good for everyone, where everyone can grow.
I would like to focus on the third pillar. The total and permanent disability, TPD. This TPD protection provides financial security to employees who, due to professional or non-professional accidents, disease, or injuries, are no longer able to work. The benefit is set at a minimum of 12 months base gross salaries, paid as a lump sum or as an annuity equivalent to 20% of gross salary over 5 years. This protection is designed to complement any existing social security, state or professional branch coverage, ensuring that all employees have a safety net, even in countries where local provisions may be limited, which is unfortunately often the case. The program is also adaptable to local regulations and market practices, ensuring compliance and relevance in each country.
And so what we did, we started with something called Coffee for a Carer, which is small groups where we bring individuals together who have a shared lived experience. We do this with other things now. We do it for cancer support, we do it for neurodiversity, but it all began with Coffee for a Carer. During those calls, we identified a need for a handbook for carers, and that then became a UK Carers Charter with the support of our CEO, Ian Stewart. Once we launched that, we had really positive feedback, and so we decided that we would launch a Global Carers Charter in 2024, which reaches our 215,000 employees across 57 markets, I think it is. And 28,000 of those employees have already disclosed that they are providing unpaid care. However, we know that many more are caring and don't necessarily recognise that they are caring. The Charter provides employees and their line managers who are providing unpaid care with details of the support that HSBC offers to help them with their caring situation. So, for example, it outlines relevant leave policies, flexible working, the option to take a sabbatical, wellbeing support, and that offered by the Employee Assistance Programme. And it also promotes the work of our employee resource groups. It also directs employees to sources of external support through government initiatives, charities, and those sorts of organisations.
In fact, we launched Share and Care program, which is a social protection program that was 12 years ago. And we got inspiration from ILO 202 recommendation that invite government, but also businesses to better protect people with good social protection floors. And this is why at that time we have decided to create a comprehensive program, so called Share and Care, which is an international program set up in all of our subsidiaries. So this is a compulsory program since the beginning. So it covers 90,000 employees within the group. First of all, is to break the taboo still on this topic, because there are still a lot of prejudices from everybody, from people themselves, sometimes with auto-censure, because fear of disclosing our disabilities, sometimes fear or censored also from managers. So we are working a lot on it, so that we can create a safe space at work.